So, welcome everybody to another episode of Movement Monday with Ben Thomas. So, over to you, Ben.
Thank you so much for the introduction, Emily. So today is Monday. Today is about the grounded audit. So it's about going over your finances and your fuel. Um, so, you know, there's an immediate layer of deep established trust, when you're working with your friends. There's no need to really pitch anybody, put on a corporate mask. So, one thing that I'm really reminding everybody today on Mondays is to really chime in with your people. And I'm calling that the reunion and the raw truth, really making sure that, you're really in tune with your network and opportunities. All right, so welcome to Movement Monday, live with the Spirit of the Game Foundation and ArielJudah.com. Broadcasting direct from Zoom straight to our YouTube channel. Today's a special lesson because we're focused on old friends. So, people who've been in the trenches, people who understand what it means to do real world heavy humanitarian work and entrepreneurial work on the ground. Whether you're doing real work in the field, supporting veterans, driving social equity startups, or building a movement neighbor to neighbor, the world expects you to be a machine. But we all know the truth. This lifestyle, it takes a toll on your resources, your stamina, and your focus. So we didn't launch this to look pretty or to talk about abstract theories. We built this daily community because high performing individuals don't need another cheerleader. They need uncompromised accountability. So if you're tuned in via the chat or sitting live in the Zoom room right now, I want you to face the reality of your current operations. Let's drop the pride. Let's see where you're stalling right now. So we may have some guests join here in a little bit. I know somebody may join at like 5:10, but we may not have any attendees today. So it's kind of scripted towards an audience. So excuse me as I go through it. But main thing you want to do when you're going over your week is to look at the timeline. So it's Monday. The weekend's over. Everything's set up. If you don't audit your baseline right now, the chaos of the week will dictate your direction. So make sure you pull up a ledger. Make sure you're going over, your account status. What you have, you know, ready for bills this week for your business and for yourself for those respective accounts. Make sure that you have all the measures in place to close the opportunities needed to make goal for KPIs for sales. Make sure that all these things are set up on Mondays. All right, so we're shifting to a more tactical, executive part of the day, which is the hard audit ledger. So on Movement Monday, it's all about this grounded audit theory. So we strip away the emotions, the anxieties, the hype, and we look at three raw numbers. If you are a founder or a humanitarian operator, we want to write these three things down. Number one, the financial runway. So, what is the exact dollar amount sitting in your operational accounts right now? Not what's coming in next month, not what's promised in a contract. What is real today? If you don't know that number down to the penny, you are running blind. Second, the intake pipeline. How many high intent individuals or project leads reached out to you in the last 7 days? For us, we track entrepreneurs looking for custom project management agreements and daily accountability partnerships. What is your number? And number three, the operational bottleneck, the friction. What is the one thing dragging down your momentum right now? Is it messy data? Is it a lack of staffing? Look what we're doing here. By laying these metrics bare, we take control of the data. That is how we power our infrastructure over our aerial staffing. And that is how we protect our projects from collapsing under their own weight. So the third part is about mobilization and alliance. This is how we bring things to light. You got to take advantage of the opportunity each day. Our Monday is also decisive of each day of the week. So it's not a solo journey. We're facilitating all this ecosystem with World of Ability Network. They really help us make this work. So by working with our strategic partners, we definitely have a meeting every Wednesday with Kurt at 3:30. I really look forward to that. It's all about bringing institutions and high performing individuals together to create true social equity. So one big part of your day is to make sure that all of your strategic meetings are set with your partners. And I can't stress enough how a consistent date is going to make a big difference in how fast you can achieve goals as a group. So mobilization and alliance is a huge part of it. So to everybody, we don't want to just audit on Monday and then vanish. We're going to go over the strategic pieces of the week. So we're going to go through the meaning of each day of the week and the sustained ability framework with arieljudah.com. Tomorrow is Tech Tuesday, where we put the code down and run manual discovery loops to find exactly where our users are hurting. Wednesday is Workaholic Wednesday, where we lock the doors for high velocity solo sprints, deep project management builds, and physical stamina resets. Thursday is Thread Thursday, where we open the gates to weave our networks and lock in strategic alliances. And Friday is Fun Friday, where we pop off, celebrate our wins, and pull the plug for a mandatory recovery sequence because what's fun gets done. So the Monday executive command is to go to arieljudah.com right now, fill out the direct intake form, drop your current project priority, and lock in this daily accountability network. Get in with us, start connecting with us, stop hiding from the data. To my old friends, it's an honor to have your boots on the ground with me. To everyone watching, let's stop talking about the mission and start executing it. Run your audit, face your numbers, and let's take the ground. I'm out. All right. Thank you for being here, Emily. Appreciate you.